Tesla full self-driving 14.1.4 is also here in my car. As you can see right over there, no changes on the release note. So what I'm gonna do is giving you guys initial impressions. So I'm gonna press that, and we're gonna also observe if there is any brake stabbing there. So it is nighttime in New York, and we're getting out from my driveway. We're gonna see how FSD handles this whole drive. And yeah, guys, if you're new in this channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I'm very lucky to have this software version, and thank you for Tesla AI team to pushing this software update in my car. And yeah, we're gonna make an unprotected left turn on this stop sign. So in this exact area, I previously saw some brake stabbing, definitely. So we're gonna see how, like how much improvement we got here. So we are gonna creep right over here. There is one vehicle from our left side, no hesitation till now. After this one, we can definitely go. Immediately proceeded without any problem, very smooth. So we're just gonna do some random drive here in this video to just find out how this version, perform compared to the other old versions. And we need to change the lane and move to the middle lane because we're gonna go straight. This lane is for, making a left turn, and we move to the middle lane perfectly without any problem. Very good job. So the traffic light change, we can proceed, and yes, we are immediately proceeding without any problem. The main thing I'm gonna focus on a stop sign and unprotected left turn where the car hesitated a little bit in the previous version. So yeah, hopefully that will get fixed in this version and I can claim that in my channel. So we're just gonna wait and see how this first drive goes, and I'm also gonna do some early testing tomorrow and gonna upload those too. So now it is choosing like a standard. Let's go to MadMax. I choose that profile when I was coming back from Manhattan. So now it says parking lot and charger. I choose charger. So let's see where the car takes us, because previous experience is in Macy's that the car took us in a random third-party charger. So I'm gonna see if this time car will take us to the Tesla supercharger, right guys? That'll be very interesting to see. So we're going and filming. And if you're not familiar with me, my name is Ananto Mohammed, and I love to film Tesla full self-driving videos in New York. We just finished a video on 14.1.3 in Manhattan, just uploaded that on my YouTube channel as well as my X. If you're interested on that, that was a crazy drive. I drove in Manhattan for 1 hour and the car handled everything perfectly. So just go and watch that video. Hopefully you'll like that video too. So we're gonna make a right turn on that upcoming red light. So till now, no hesitation, no confusion there, so which is a very nice thing. So on this red light, we are not permitted to make right turn on red, but the light change, this is interesting. So we're gonna make a right turn on green, definitely, but it will be very interesting to see if the car makes a right turn on red because it's not permitted here. So we are going. The car seems very confident on MadMax compared to the standard. I was driving standard and I was like, why the car is driving a little slow, and then realized that I was not in the MadMax mode. So I just switched the profile and the car is driving perfectly without any problem, and the car is going very smoothly and confidently, which is very nice, right? Has that green light without any problem. Like, you see how confident the car is. I am seeing this from compared to FSD 13 to 14. 14 seems very confident and safe. not I'm saying like 13 is not safe. 13 is also safe, but it doesn't drive like these. Right, so we're gonna go straight, and this is a curvy road, and then we're gonna make a left turn on a stop sign. This is a 4-way stop sign, so we're gonna see how FSD handles that. Let's do it, right guys? We're just gonna go and stop here. There is no vehicle from either of these sides, so we're just gonna make that left turn. Very good job, no confusion at all, and it is very dark out here. I'm not sure how clearly you can see everything, but you know, the car is making decision and seeing everything, hopefully. Cybertruck just flashed at me, I guess. New Model Y. So many Teslas here. Definitely. Turn on the right indicator, and we're gonna just make a right turn here. It could just easily go straight, make a right turn, and get into the Tesla charger, supercharger, but it always decides this. It's a navigation issue. It's not a Tesla or FSD issue. It's just the navigation which always takes us from here, because there is another entrance just going straight, right? So we're gonna change the lane and move to the left, and then make another lane change, and then we're gonna make another left turn, which is the, you know, like another entrance of the mall. So we can get in here. Very nice. Immediately realize that. And now we have to probably wait for the, you know, opposite side traffic. Very nice. Slowly creeping and past this white line. Probably is gonna make a left turn. No, it waits over there. So definitely, you see how it is creeping slowly. Very nice job. Very human-like driving. There is no car on the opposite side. It just creeps so like very slowly and just proceed when that Honda Accord just gets into this road. Very, very human-like driving. I really appreciate that. Till now, I didn't get any, you know, like brake stabbing or any confusion, which is very nice, definitely. And we're gonna make a left turn and get into this parking lot, and then we are already chosen the charger, so hopefully Tesla will take us to the supercharger. It knows there is a supercharger right over there, so I'm just very curious, because the pin is over here, so it's probably thinking that, oh, I have to drop you here and then I'm gonna go to that supercharger. Very interesting, isn't it, guys? Let's find that out. So it is making a left here on the next one. So we already passed one random third-party charger. So we're gonna find out how FSD, wow, this time is probably gonna take us to the supercharger. Let's go. Let's go, because 14.1.1 or 14.1.2 always part over there. But this time I think is gonna take us to the supercharger. Even though the navigation is telling us to go there. Okay, so let's just hope that it's taking us there. I was just very excited. Oh no, it just made that right turn and again going to that Macy's because of the navigation issues. I put charger, definitely. I'm really hopeful that Tesla will just take us there. I thought it made that left turn and passing those random third-party charger. So I thought it's gonna take us to the supercharger. I'll just put a report on that so that I'm already on MadMax, and the parking choice, like at destination we're gonna choose charger, but the car decided to just go in front of the Macy's entrance. Let's see. I'm not gonna take over this time, so just want to see how FSD proceed here. So again, it is making a right turn. Is it gonna park in this random charger? No, it's again going. Interesting, isn't it? Let's see what it does and where it parks. It is probably just trying to find a charger, I guess. Very interesting. It can easily have the data. Yeah. Again, taking us to the same point. that's the random charger right over there, if you are not familiar here, because like that's another one. So I'm just curious, like why it is just going left and right. Let's see, right? Again, one more turn. Interesting, isn't it? It's very interesting. Do you want me to choose that charger? I'm just curious, like why it is doing this. I know it is trying to find the charger, but it doesn't have the data that where is the charger actually, right? So we're making another right turn. Probably gonna make another one. So I'm gonna take over this time and put that FSD charger, and then choose that, and then engage. No, it just saved that data from previous one. So we're gonna make a left on the next one, I guess. It's very dark here. So now I choose supercharger. Let's find out how FSD handles this. All right, because it definitely had some hard time finding the charger when we choose charger, and it is kind of little like far. Now it is deciding to charge on this random charger instead of the supercharger, which is also interesting, right? So it perfectly parked. Instead of the supercharger, it just parked on this random charger, which is interesting. No mistake there. Just like probably should know that, oh, I'm gonna park in the supercharger. Let's do it one more time and let's see how it's choose there. So I'm gonna press start right over there. It is just getting out and just parking over there. I'm very curious to know like why it is doing this. Very curious to know. Very, very curious. Like I'm not sure why it is doing that, but now we're in front of the charger. What's gonna happen now? Let's see. Now it is just parking on the supercharger. Isn't it like very interesting, guys? Very interesting. So it parked on the Tesla supercharger this time. Very interesting. What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comment, because I'm very curious to know what you guys think about it. So I'm gonna go back to another location right now. Just want to see how it performs over there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go from here to here, and I'm gonna press that. We're gonna see how FSD handles. Very curious to see how it handles that. But the good thing is the confusion. The brake stabbing is gone, kind of. Like whatever I'm testing right now for last 10 minutes, I feel this way. Like it is probably gone. What do you guys think? Did you see anything interesting in this video? So we're gonna stop on this stop sign definitely, and then we're gonna proceed and see how FSD handles the rest of the drive, right? So we're just 6 minutes away from our destination. Very curious to see. I was really hoping that FSD would go from there, but it just decided to go on the very good. I really hope that FSD would just make that right turn. So it stays in the left lane first and then immediately move, because like we're gonna go straight, and that car, you see that and how fast it reacts. FSD reacted very fast. This car just make a right turn on red, but there is a car coming, right? Like we are coming, but that car, a human driver, just gets in immediately. I don't know why, but he could easily see that a car is coming, right? very interesting. But FSD reacted perfectly. There is no hard braking there. Amazing stuff, guys. Amazing stuff. I'm very, very happy that the confidence with FSD 14 is next level. So we're gonna make a right turn. I'm probably gonna change the location a little bit. Just want to see. Yeah, I changed that because it's just the same route. That's why I choose a different route. So we stop for this stop sign. Slows down for the bicyclist, pretty sure, but it slows down a little early, definitely. Not sure why it did that. Probably the flashing red light from the bicycle is very cautious on human and bicyclist, definitely. Saw that a stop sign, slows down, very nice. This is a school sign in front of us. There is a school sign in front of us, definitely. This is a school on our left side. This is past 9 p.m. so I'm not sure if that, like that school sign is valid for now, this time, at this time. I'm not 100% sure, but let me know in the comment if that time goes, past 6, I guess like the school zone kind of doesn't work. There is a bump. It saw that at the very last moment, slows down, goes a little bit fast. It could just easily saw that a little early, I guess, and then slow down. It immediately saw that at the last moment and slows down, but still it was over 15, so I guess not very comfortable. And then now we're going. There will be like a lot of stop sign here, and it is very dark. Another stop sign. Definitely the brake stabbing seems like it went decreased a lot, right guys? Because in this kind of situation, FSD 14.1 or even 14.1.1 hesitate a little bit here and there with indecision or brake stabbing there. But in this version, I feel like the car is very confident. It is kind of very similar with FSD 13.2.9, and the car is driving like that. There is still, I felt just in one way, that bicycle situation where the car braked a little bit early and then proceeded. Really don't know why that happened. I think with that red light blinking scenarios there. But yeah, I have to test more in the daytime tomorrow. Just want to find out that like how it works. And now we're gonna make a left turn on this stop sign because it seems like there is a traffic in front of us. So if it doesn't wanna there is a little bit of braking there. I felt a little bit of pause and immediately proceed. So we're gonna make a left on this stop sign. Make that left turn without any problem. Very good. You see that car? Just came very fast. FSD had a slight pause there because it saw that car flee, and they decided, oh, I'm just gonna go now because he stopped. So what I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna change the location one more time because it doesn't, like make sense to get into this, like slow, narrow roads or, neighborhood. It's very quiet. Not a lot of car there. So the network is kind of bad here, I guess. I really hope we have a red light. So we're gonna make a right turn right over here. Oh no. Okay, let's just go here for now. So make a right turn. Perfect. Make that right turn perfectly without any problem. This will be very challenging, whatever route I put right now. Going like very fast. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change the profile to hurry. I know a lot of people are saying why you're going fast. My question will be, if you're not very happy with the speed, you can just change the profile, right? So right now I was not comfortable going this fast, right? So I just decreased the speed by changing the profile, right? So what you can do also, when you're not liking the speed, you could just change the profile. And now when we're in, regular roads or something, I'm just gonna change the profile to MadMax. So we're making this right turn. We're gonna probably change the lane and move to the left side because we're gonna make a left turn. You can see the car changes the lane perfectly without any problem. And then we're gonna get into this left turn lane. It exactly knows where it needs to get in, right? There are a few vehicles from the opposite side, so we definitely have to wait. You can see that early decision right over there. We'll make a left here on this stop sign. Crips, no vehicle, perfectly done. slows down. Make a right turn. It is showing us this is a stop sign, but it is a traffic light. So again, like the navigation is where the car like hesitated a little bit, because it is showing us the stop sign right over there, but you can clearly see traffic light right over there. So it makes that right turn very confidently, I can tell you that, because it came very fast, smoothly, and make that right turn on that narrow section of the road. So we need to go left a little bit, because there are like two parked car, and now we're gonna stop on this stop sign. We're very close to our destination. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna change that, because it doesn't make any sense to stop there. So let's change that. And it is just trying to go and make a right turn, I guess. No, don't do that. So let's just go there. So the navigation is fixed, I guess, here. Oh no, this is still not fixed there. It is kind of showing us a different route. You see, we're just gonna, don't get in here. Perfect. You avoided that. That is perfect. You can see that the navigation data is telling us to go from there, but we can just come here and make a right turn, right? Right over there. That's where that brake stabbing was. I felt that the car was like pausing, and like then proceeded. So it's still there a little bit, but I can tell you that it's improved. A little bit of braking there. I don't know why. Just gonna send the data. So I'm very impressed with the drive, guys. What do you guys think? I love that Tesla AI team is working this much hard to give us update kind of every single day. And I can't believe that we already have FSD 14.1.4 in our car, right? Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, which is absolutely free to support me as a content creator. I'm very grateful that you guys are watching, liking, and sharing. Thank you for watching. I love you so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful night.